sweet dreams, just doing random things with my best friend.
Today, two superhumans are making ghee. What is ghee, my love?
Ghee, G-H-E-E. Ghee is refined butter. Where does ghee come from?
A cow's odor.
A cow's chi-chi. And what comes out of that chi-chi is milk. That milk has this thing called lactose.
I don't know. Is it the lactose or is it something different? It's like creamy. It's the fat, right? I don't know if lactose...
Is it you're taking out the lactose?
Oh.
Or else it would go bad.
Would it?
We've just been leaving it out on the counter.
I have no clue what you're... I don't know. Start over. What are you gonna do?
No.
Oh. What is ghee? Oh, no. This is all coming from our mind.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Nest Homestead. What is ghee?
What is ghee?
Why do you want to know what ghee is?
That's what we're making today, right?
That's what we're making, and that's why you want to know what ghee is.
And that's what you want to make out there in YouTube landia.
Ghee is a clarified butter that originates from some part in India. It is made by melting butter and simmering to separate and remove the milk fats. No, the milk solids and water, leaving behind an almost pure butter fat.
Let me just see if it's okay to be in room temp.
That'd be hilarious if it's not.
How do the weather reporters do this?
How do weather reporters read a teleprompter?
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
They empty their mind and they just read.
Oh.
They read the teleprompter.
Can you put your head down? Ghee has a higher smoke point, about 465 degrees Fahrenheit or 250 degrees Celsius.
What is happening? What are you doing?
I'm trying to read over your head.
Oh.
Make it ideal for high heat cooking. Because the milk solids, including casein and lactose, are removed during the process, ghee is typically lactose free. That goes out for all them lactose intolerant people. I'm not gonna say I'm one of them, but it might make me toot. In summary, it's clarified butter and widely distinctive for its nutty flavor, high smoke point, and lactose-free composition, making it a versatile cooking fat product, especially valued in South Asian cuisine. Now let's go to the kitchen. Vámonos!
Huh? Mama scared you, didn't she? It's okay, you sweet little baby.
Welcome to this episode.
Welcome.
Hi guys! But how do I do that?
You say, today we're making ghee!
Today we're making ghee! Let's just do it.
Yeah, okay. One day we'll get this right as far as like understanding what the heck ghee really is. But just know it's a healthier alternative fat compared to like butter. It's good to cook with. Yeah, great for people who are lactose intolerant. So that way we're not farting on the toilet all the long day.
To do this, we have our butter, but make sure it is the unsalted kind.
Of the unsalted variety coming from unsalted cows.
Each of them should have 4 sticks, but I do think that I took out a stick, so...
That's okay.
We're missing a stick here.
And this is a very complex procedure, right?
Yeah, you don't want to get too lost in the sauce with this one.
Follow our 25-step tutorial to the T and you will have the best golden ghee you've ever set your eyes on.
This is the only tutorial you need.
No other tutorial can make ghee like this. And you make a nice little ghee house that is, or butter Jenga house, that is essential. Got your bars of butter.
I would say these are bars of unrefined gold.
Oh.
And once it's refined, then it's pure gold. 24 karat magic in the air.
So we need a pot. So this size will do for this amount of butter.
If you guys have bigger ones and you want to do more butter, then go ahead.
You heat up the pot, okay? And then what? We just wait?
We just kind of wait for a little bit.
This is very important. You don't want to wait too long. If you want the best heat, you have to approximately wait for how long? Just make up a number.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. No technique to this. You just let it heat. And then once it's hot enough, you stick on the butter in there.
So you just open it up nice and open like. So let's just cut up the butter. Why not? I hear that it makes it melt faster.
I trust your expertise.
Do this for every single one of them.
Also, a very technical part of the process. Look at that technique. Everything looks so even. Nothing abnormal about these cuts at all. Like, this is all part of the process. And if you're not doing this, you're making ghee the wrong way. Beautiful technique. Wow. Oh, can I show them the quick way to open that?
What are you gonna do?
I'll show them the quick way to open it.
I'll let you have your moment of fame.
Thank you. Looks just like the others. Nice.
Okay.
Butter up that camera and grease up that pan. All right, so in case you didn't know, this is how you open up ghee the quick way. Ouch, my toe.
What toe?
That backfired. I just wanted to be cool. I've never done it before. I wanted to try it.
You're cool in my heart.
Again, this is how you do it. There we go. That's cut up.
Yep, that looks cut to me.
Here. I got you. Here, I'll give it back. Hey, give me that knife.
Get back here, my boy.
Can you imagine? Like you're on the street and somebody's like, give me your wallet and everything you own. Ah! This ain't a joke. I'm here to mug you.
After you do that, don't wash your hands.
I'm a de-evolved human.
Reverting back to our Neanderthal ancestry.
Exactly. What next? What's the technique here?
This is called the side hustle. I have a feeling that the pot is...
Do you think it's hot enough? Let me touch
it might
it.
be a little bit too hot.
All right, I'll turn it down. You don't want it to be too hot because you don't want to burn the butter.
No.
Nobody wants burnt ghee. So for these ones, she's not making a full incision. But it's an interesting technique.
I appreciate
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
here, and then you grab the butter firmly.
In your hand.
Oh, hello.
I've got my eyes.
That might be a little bit too hot.
I think we messed this up.
I think we messed it up.
It's not supposed to be that hot.
Yeah, let's just do one of these.
And then what?
Oh, I don't know.
Has it ever done that before?
No, I've never seen this in my life. Maybe it's still good? You think so?
I think it's still good. Maybe. We'll just make sure that it's not that hot anymore. Angela dropped the butter in there and it went splattering everywhere.
Burnt us. This
It's
is a very professional way of how to do
This is like the
ghee,
most
okay?
professional way.
You're not gonna find this anywhere else.
No, this is like the best, the gold standard tutorial video for ghee on the internet right now. And if it's not, we could make it the gold standard if you like and subscribe and share the video with your grandma, so that way she can make a whole heaping amount of ghee for you and the kids and chillins.
I recently found out through the grapevine that my mom doesn't even fish out the milk solids anymore.
She doesn't?
No,
Why?
I don't know.
What's next?
Now we stand here and watch it sizzle and boil for approximately an hour.
Alexa, set a 1 hour timer.
1 hour, starting now.
You want it to all melt, and then after it melts, you want it to bubble for a bit, let it heat for a while. And soon you'll see what this next part in the video, you'll be seeing in the next part, what happens in the next, you'll see, yes.
Yeah, all this is gonna melt, and then next part of the video, the milk solids are gonna float to the top, and then we gotta take those out. We'll see you in the next part. Woo! Bimo baby just taking a little nap while she waits for her ghee to be made. Rest easy, you little bean nugget. Look at your little giblets. Oh, I got your giblets. Okay, you rest.
You cutie baby. Yes, you are.
So you might remember that video that we made about planting seeds in seed trays. This is what happened. We got some good growth, but we couldn't salvage it. And this is what we were left with. A couple of wrinkled up, tattered and rattered lettuces. And it's not looking very good. This is our spinach. Spinach did better than the lettuce, but it's looking pretty bad.
It was so promising. It psyched us out because it grew so quickly. But then after the whole seeding part of it, that's where we kind of were like, what do we do? Because it was just growing. We're like, yay! And we're giving it water. We're turning on the grow light. And maybe at some point we had to snip something. Or give them more water. Or water them less.
Or start hardening them sooner. There's just so much that we could have done. If you know the answer, maybe if you go back and watch that video, we'll leave a link to it either up here, one of the corners. After you're done watching this video, go check it out and let us know if we missed a step or if we did something wrong. We're always trying to get a little bit better, but for a first attempt, at least we got some stuff to grow.
I tasted one of our microgreens and it was delicious.
But yeah, let us know if you have any tips and tricks. We would be happy to know what we could have done better and what part of the process we might have overlooked.
The ghee is gonna be boiling and stuff, so there's not much to it. It's really easy process. I was just gonna come out here and see how the, water thingy is doing in the plants, but I just found something.
What'd you find?
Look it. Look it.
There's a little leaf sprouting.
I thought these were done for.
Yeah, we have some saplings here. Ideally, if we were out on a homestead and had some land, we wouldn't have them in a pot, so that way their root systems wouldn't be compromised. We don't want their root systems to kind of ball up and twist. It's not good for the tree, and if we ever tried to plant them, they just wouldn't thrive. They wouldn't have a long life.
Look at these little growth bud thingies.
However, yeah, like my wife has said, there's a lot of growth. And we're just coming into the spring, so we were wondering if these were going to survive the winter, and you know, we had just transplanted them and put them in these bigger pots. But yeah, we're still waiting on like the full leaves to come out on all of these little saplings. This is a maple autumn blaze.
And this one is,
I think, crabapple. Yeah, we're to be determined on these plants. Oh, and this is our garlic. We also made a video for the garlic. We'll put it up there in the top of the video. But if you watch that process, let us know what we could have done better. We'll give it a couple weeks, maybe like 1 or 2 more weeks, and then we'll do like an autopsy and uncover what's in there. To be honest, we've never grown garlic, but I assume like these white stalks that came from the last one will poke out, but we don't see any growth.
these though. Okay, this shows moist.
Yeah, but the topsoil looks dry.
Topsoil looks dry, but the inside is moist. This might just need like a transplanting of some sort.
It's still early enough into spring where we could transplant it, so maybe we put it in a grow bag. As you can see, we've got a little homestead garden right here on our little patio. We need to repot these ones so they survive, at least until we're on the homestead. Right now it still looks like stick season, but I promise you, we're getting into the warmer days in spring, and it looks like with the beautiful discovery of some leaves sprouting on our, but it's a weird space for them to
They're just
sprout.
very weird.
I wonder if it's because like new branches will grow there or something. I'm not sure. This gives us some hope that the trees are doing okay for now.
That was a fun discovery. I'm so excited to see the little green leafies.
Okay, we'll keep you guys updated on it. All right, let's see what the ghee is doing. So it is melting out. I do see some of that milk fat rising to the top. That brown is not supposed to be there. I think we may have accidentally burnt some of the ghee.
Yeah, we could probably fish out that brown stuff.
We'll wait for it to melt a little bit more. Let's keep updating you on what's going on the homestead. So for anybody that was here from the very beginning, you'll recognize these two jabronis. This little heart bamboo is named Hoof-Hearted. I got it for Angela on Valentine's one year while we were dating. And Hoof-Hearted is looking pretty healthy, pretty green and vibrant. And this is Giuseppe. We actually have a video of us saving Giuseppe because we had some kind of infestation inside Giuseppe's root system. It looked like gnats or some kind of drain moths or something like that. She's doing okay, but Giuseppe might need some more tender love and care. Giuseppe is another integral part of Angela and I's relationship. Giuseppe's been there since the inception. I got Giuseppe for Angela. She kept it in like a little tiny coffee mug. And Giuseppe has grown so much and has just thrived throughout the years. So we want to keep Giuseppe alive because Giuseppe is like our little special baby that we had together in plant form. But yeah, Giuseppe seems to be doing okay, but could be doing better. If you are a plant expert, AKA with Lucky Bamboo, let us know how these gals are looking. Hoof-Hearted, Giuseppe, how they looking? Did you get a good look at her? We want to make sure that they're getting the best care that they can. So let us know. What's going on? Oh, Bimo's on a little leash because we want to train her to the patio so she can just come out here and we don't have to risk her running away. We want Bimo to get some fresh air too. Right, Bimo? Isn't that right?
I don't think she'll be coming outside by herself.
But what?
She proves me wrong.
Get out there. Come on. Oh, come on.
Salivating. I know you want a treat. I'll probably just do one of these.
She's very good because her self-preservation instinct is there, so she doesn't want to leave the safety of home. But it would be nice for her to like get some outside time while we're out here. She's a very brave cat, but she's not used to the outdoor sounds, so that's where she gets a little scared.
She also likes the cheese mate, aka the drama.
She likes the drama, and she loves the bird. That works. No.
That'd be like the next task of like how to secure the area so when we're out here and she's out here, how to make sure she'll be protected and safe.
It'd be nice to like put some netting or something like around the bars that are there. You can see that there's like little wooden posts What was it, Bimo?
She said chismosa.
She's like, what is that? She's like, how could I have a treat right now when there's so much going on? Bimo. Oh, Bimo. One day, we'll be out on the homestead like that tractor. And that will be something that you are used to.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what's the Lion King song?
Bimo, sit. No. Bimo, sit. 5.
Bimo, 5. Thank you. Really chewed it
I
2
know.
times.
You gotta chew your food, little girl. You gotta chew your food. All right, it's all melted. It's at a simmer, and now it's time to take out that milk fat. All right, what's the technique here?
I'm just gonna skim the top lightly with the spoon.
Hand in there too with it, like that, right?
Like you plunge it all the way in.
Inside.
Yeah, inside the ghee.
Yeah.
That's actually what gives it its
Flavor.
Aye.
Especially after you pet a cat.
Oh, hello.
There was like a little hair in
Hair.
there.
Kinda just is.
Might have been when I didn't clean the knife.
You lightly skim the top.
But yeah, you'll just keep skimming this, and eventually every time you skim, you'll start getting less and less milk fat. How do you make ghee then?
I don't know.
We need the definitive answer.
I just spitball it, you know? I just kind of like go in and I'm like, go make ghee.
My next batch for the next few months.
But how do you know when it's done?
I just feel it in me bones.
So I keep doing this until the least amount of milk fats are seen at the surface. So at one point it'll kind of just look like little bubbles and you're like trying to fish it out and you realize it's just the bubbles and you're like, okay, I think it's ready.
And then the next part of the process comes in. But for now, we'll show you this.
I wish I had the answers. I'm just, I'm still a noob.
No, you're good.
Ask me that question in 3 to 4 years and I'll probably have a definitive, sure answer.
We'll make this video again then.
Just like with the seedlings, like I think 3 to 5 years from now, we're gonna know what we did wrong.
3 to 5 years, I hope would be next year.
Hey, I just me guessing, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there will be growth, but I don't know.
This is not very appealing to look at, huh?
Here, let's get some more light on it so you can stare at it longer.
Oh, very nice.
And clearer.
But this is the process.
The other thing is just like watching the bottom, making sure like it's not getting too blackened and like burnt at the bottom. Because the milk solids will rise to the top and they'll also get burnt and stick to the bottom.
Yeah, what you're just trying to get is that white. Because that is the milk fat and water and other things that you're trying to release from what the end product is, the ghee. You can store ghee at room temperature. It's not necessarily as susceptible to the same kind of spoilage as like butter is because we are rendering it and taking out a lot of this fat and water. So room temperature is good.
For me, once it's getting closer to like, oh, it's ready, it smells like popcorn. It has a very yummy smell.
Yeah, when you cook with it and it goes on the pan, I love the smell of it like sizzling. It does bring like a buttered popcorn memories.
Yeah, and not like the super greasy kind either.
No, just subtle.
Can you see that?
That's our milk fat. It was taken out of the top.
Look how beautiful it's looking. In our reality, it looks clear. It looks golden.
Yeah, it looks golden. But on your side of the reality, it looks like stomach acid. But when we get that in a jar, it's gonna look great. We're gonna have that cooking with our food. To grease pans, pots, to season things. Oh, it's gonna be good. Oh! Yeah, I missed that. She dropped the spoon in there. Oh, the hairy knife.
No, not
Careful.
the hairy
Careful,
knife.
because it's boiling.
Ow.
Careful.
Ow!
Careful. I got it.
No. Let me burn my
That's
hair.
no. That's like super hot. You can see how the milk fat, like you slowly start to see white particles rising to the top. Eventually we're gonna get another foam layer. You're gonna grab your spoon, skim off the milk fat layer, put it in a separate bowl, and then you're one step closer to getting to the next step of making ghee. What do we do with the milk fat once we're done? Do we just toss it? I'm sure there's a thing that we can do with it, like Homestead related, but I don't know of any yet.
We can look that up.
Get creative, look at what you might be able to do with this. We have no clue what we're gonna be able to do with this, so we're just gonna Google it. Don't put this down the pipes, whatever you do.
It's not what you want to do.
How are we looking?
I think we're looking like we're at the end part.
Oh?
I got him too fast. Hold on.
Oh, she got dizzy.
That's what little iron does to you.
Yeah, I think we're at the end part.
And you
It's
can
clear on the top, but like down there, it's like burnt-ish.
Yeah, you can see the bottom more
It's like
clearly.
sticking to the bottom. We'll get our strainer, our cheesecloth, and a jar that we want to put it in.
What size jar do you think we'll need? You think we'll be okay with this one? This one's kind of small, but
I think it might need, we might need it bigger.
we're using these jars for the first time.
This was a wedding gift. So thank you to the very kind human being who gave us this wedding gift.
Uh-huh.
Hey, it was around the time.
Yeah.
We said.
Yeah, so those took about an hour. It'll be ready in about an hour.
At least with the number of bars that we use. If you use more butter bar thingy-mablobbers, unsalted butter, it'll probably take longer.
Sanitized and ready for action. It probably does need to air dry. We have cheesecloth here. We just need to cut a portion to fit on top of that jar's lid.
I think I'll do 2 layers. So I'm just gonna do one of these.
Uh-huh.
So I'll cut it like around here. I probably don't need that much cheesecloth, honestly.
There you
Store
go.
this back where it goes.
So she's gonna double layer cheesecloth. And when you're done using it for its intended purpose, I was gonna say you could use it as cobwebs for Halloween decoration. A juiced up toilet paper.
No, it's like a little loofah. Exfoliates everything down there.
Oh, silly. Just gonna put this around so that way the cheesecloth doesn't accidentally like get pushed all the way in.
I do like a little thingy like this.
Yeah, you want to make like a little indentation inside there, because if it's flat, you do run the risk of the ghee overflowing, spilling on you. So don't do that.
And look at here. All you see are bubbles. So most of the milk solids have been fished out.
It's a good sign that the ghee is done. And for any residual milk fat, like you see some stuff on the edges here, that stuff is going to be blocked by the cheesecloth anyway, so it won't go into the actual ghee. That's meant to catch any kind of burnt material, any kind of milk fat, and other substances from getting inside your ghee.
She's so beautiful. Look at her. Here comes the ghee, all dressed pretty. That's it.
That's it. What do we do now? It's liquid now, but it will solidify.
Yeah, we're just gonna let it sit, and it'll, in no time.
And you use it for greasing pans, cooking.
Eggs,
In the-
veggies.
If a recipe calls for butter, you just replace it with ghee.
Replace it with ghee. You can put it on some rice if you want to.
Yeah, you can. It's very
You
versatile.
can bake with it. You can do everything. Good for people who are lactose intolerant.
Or just looking for different alternative to butter.
Yeah.
We've loved using it and cooking it, baking with it. Oh, it's just so good. So
We're
good.
guessing that you are watching this video because you want that alternative, or because you've seen our other stuff and you are curious what we're doing today. What other random thing are they doing?
Well, this is our wonderful, wonderful homestead adventure today. We appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. If you are new here, consider subscribing. My wife and I are the Nest Homestead. My name's Dakota, and that's Angela, my beautiful wife. We want to have a small farm one day and a homestead. Right now we just live in a 2-bedroom apartment, but one day we'll be moving out onto the land, farming, taking care of our flock and animals. Yeah, it'll be a beautiful, beautiful thing. So if you want to see us grow, consider subscribing. And don't forget to like and share the video. That helps us grow even more. If you really, really enjoyed this video.
I like Ghee. Ghee likes me. We're a happy family. Amen!
Amen! We'll see you in the next video.